Hi everyone, welcome to very first video of this series SC-900. I'm Joshi and I'm your cloud security instructor where we are going to complete this series of SC-900 and this introduction video is mainly divided into four parts. First is going to be what is SC-900 exam all about. So an overview about this course, this exam, this certification and who all can take this exam, what are the prerequisites, this all. Second is going to be why should you even learn this stuff. So, in order to complete something from A to Z, there should be a motive, there should be a vision that why are we even completing this. That's what we are going to cover on this. Third is going to be a short introduction about me, where I'll elaborate what all experience I do have and what are all the certifications I have and how I am going to give you a different experience in terms of learning theoretically and practically as well. The fourth section is going to be what you will get from this SC-900 series. So we are not just going to complete this course within a one video. We'll have different series of playlists so that even if there is any update, I can add that video in the end of the playlist. And we will structure wise complete this whole series. So let's complete this introduction video as discussed in these four parts. So starting with the part 1 of this introduction video. What is this SC-900 exam all about? So this exam is all about Microsoft security, compliance and identity fundamentals. As you can clearly see from the name itself, it's going to give you a brief of all these services related to security, compliance and identity fundamentals. It's not a deep dive in any technical service or any specific product. No, it's going to give you a mainly what are all the services in Microsoft security related or Azure security related. And mainly it is going to be why the service is required and what are all the security services in the cloud ecosystem. Now, hopping on the side of who all can take this exam or pursue this course. So, if you are someone who is just starting in the career in IT, you may also start with SC-900 or with AZ-900 as well. If you want to go in the Azure cloud infrastructure side, this is mainly related to starting your career in the cloud security side. Or if you are someone who is switching to cloud security or switching just to cloud, you may also take this course. And if you are someone who is exploring the cloud security side of Azure or Microsoft 365. So let's start with the second part. Why is this knowledge even important or useful for you? Let's take an example that you have at home and there is a main gate for the entry and some people also keeps a deadly dog in their home. Why so? Suppose that you just head towards your work and you lost your keys in the garden. So, any attacker might steal your keys and enter in your home. Now, this deadly dog is going to be a second multi-factor authentication that no one apart from my owner should be able to enter in my home. Even if the attacker has got the identity, even if the attacker has got the key for the home. the second factor authentication or the second layer of identity authentication, this is going to stop the hacker or the attacker to steal the money from your home. Now, same way, there is something called MFA in cloud, which is even if you forgot your password or even if your password is compromised, suppose that you forgot to lock your door. So even if that is compromised, the same way this deadly dog is going to eat the attacker and stop it from stealing the things, multi-factor authentication asks the users or the attackers, even if you stole the credential or if you are able to log in with this credentials, you should prove yourself with this an extra layer of authentication. So same way, it's not just about MFA in this cloud security part, but there are multiple other services that are actually useful in our daily lives. But those are useful in the cloud side. And that's what we are going to cover in this series of SC-900. And it's not just useful for your profession, but also will give you an understanding of how you are secure in your digital home or in your digital environment. Let's jump into part 3, knowing about me. Who am I? I'm Joshi and I have experience in cloud security for over 5 years now. And I've been working with different Microsoft security services like Azure Sentinel and Defender Purview, Defender Suite and Microsoft Purview. And with it, I also have keen interest in automations and scaling up the things. I also do love pineapple, so if you want to send pineapple virtually, kudos. So this is the part 4 of the introduction. Here we're going to discuss that what will you get from the series. So by the end of the series or meanwhile completing the series, you will get to know the real world examples, how we are utilizing these all services, how we are utilizing this Sentinel, Defender Suite, Microsoft Purview, this MFA and all the security services in real time, how it is affecting our life in real time, how it has the direct connection with us. So you may not be pretty much aware of this direct impact or something, and that's what I would like to have clarity upon. So we will focus on real world impact with us, not just being theoretically, so that we don't have to learn it, but we will memorize it by using the real world life examples. Next is, you will also gain the Azure portal demo, how the Azure portal looks like, how the security portal looks like, what are all the portals in Azure and for security products. Next is, you will also get a cheat sheet for your exam. So if you have an exam today, you can simply skim through with all the notes that will be provided in the description of this playlist or on the first video of the introduction video. And the fourth is going to be building real-time confidence in cloud security. So my approach in this whole playlist is going to be not just being specific to theoretical part, but also building up real confidence so that you can at least have some basic conversation with the cloud security professionals so that you don't feel that much new. You will gain a lot of real-time services, examples, stories, how we're using it, that's all. So meet you in the next video, and to keep me motivated, you may like this video and subscribe and press the bell icon as well so that you get the notification of the newer videos coming up in the playlist, and drop any suggestions if you have. We'll definitely improve that, and I will be reading all the comments in below, so You may just drop anything if you want.